Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Hey. You got three. Three down. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down to Barkley on the check down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll hand it down to Geis, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Now back to throw. He'll check it down to Geis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flushed out right. He's got this one complete to Fountain. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And it's up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Detroit!
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He dumps it off to Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's got this down to the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw. Being chased out left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taco Charlton in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught, and he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try to run it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis taking it in. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. This one taken from the 7th. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dumps it off for Geis. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10.
Gone!
On 1st down, this is Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Leopard!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Stephon Diggs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. It's the Panthers moving back in front in what's been a seesaw affair. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. In trouble, and the ball, it's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Ioannidis in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, an even 90 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job And then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 58 yards.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught at the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Giants. 58 yards. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Geis. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Geis receives the pitch, and he'll lose lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. For the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And partner